sabi dun lang eh.
Ay, sorry.
They took it. Yes. No, it was left because they were able to restore it. So we have the pleasure of having a officer on guest book. history of Manila, which also depicts the history of design.
Hi, Your Excellency.
Excellency, Mayor.
Hi. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you very much for receiving me.
No, thank you. I'm honored. We are honored.
My pleasure.
I would like you to meet our
Yes, sir.
mayor. He's also a Spanish blood.
Oh, really?
Sakpan.
Long time ago.
Long time. And of course, our chief of staff. Please, come in. Halika, yung delegado niya. Please. Hi, welcome. Welcome. Please come. Please. Sit. How are you?
Very well, very well. Manila is really easy.
Yeah, Manila is very close to Spain.
Definitely. Manila can even closer.
Yeah, very close to most of our memories still existing. And how little way as a city government that really try to protect the remnants of things in the past. Hopefully, the national government and the local government works hand in hand, particularly Intramuros. That's where it started everything. And I'm very happy that First Lady initiated the program in the Riverside with the semblance of the past design all the way to our Acapulco, Manila trade area, that area. So there's a development there for tourism. So we're very grateful. I attended one of the opening of the new development in that area. So I'm hoping it will continue all the way to the Delta, or we used to call it Delta, now Pasig River, all the way to the tip of Intramuros, Port Chanchago area.
How are you? Very well, very well. As a matter of fact, I also cherish very much the old Mania, in particular in Intramuros. So we have a very close relation with the administration of Intramuros. We are trying to bring there as many cultural activity as we can. We have an Instituto Cervantes there. Now there is a new Centro de Turismo of Intramuros, and we have land an exhibition on 400 Spanish engineering offices that will be displayed there permanently. And we have a lot of projects, from concerts to restoration and everything. So we are definitely very interested in Intramuros. And also, as you mentioned, in the Pasig River, we have three very beautiful initiatives in Spain on recoveries of river that were just like the Pasig, completely polluted, which were Madrid, Bilbao, and Valencia. Of the three, the more similar to the Pasig River is Bilbao. And I was the other day with the mayor of Tajín, and she already has Bilbao also on her mind. So if for some reason you visit Spain and
I've never visited Spain yet.
every Filipino should visit once Spain and once Mexico.
Our heritage came from.
You have so many medicines all around there, the streets, the names, everything.
My daughter and my wife loves going to Spain because they went there already without me. I always work. So, but they told me it's really beautiful places.
No, and we are being successful in getting together Spanish and Filipino institutions such as the National Historic Commission, the National Museum, the new Museum de Galeon that will be in the Mall of Asia. There are several projects on museums, and now the National Institute of Geography in Spain, the Naval Museum in Madrid, our National Library. All of them has a lot of documents, maps, etc. from the Philippines. And it hasn't been properly studied yet. So have a beautiful work to do together.
If you have activities in Manila, we're happy to share and participate.
Okay, we will keep you in the loop so that you know, because we even organize electronic music concerts, because it's not only about heritage. Culture has to be amusing, has to attract young people, and so we organized last year a super nice concert on electronic music in Intramuros, and we are doing the next one in the 13th of September.
Only also in Intramuros.
Also in Intramuros. A different location, but also in Intramuros.
We have some activities we can utilize Metropolitan Theatre.
Metropolitan Theatre is one of the iconic theaters in Manila.
It's already built and restored. We will conduct some activities there also for cultural and all other things in the area soon. So we can help extend assistance to the embassy when you wanted to use the space for shows.
They used to use that theater for Zarzuela.
For Zarzuela.
Yeah, in the old days.
The old days.
Even
Even our activities are called Spanish called Zarzuela.
Well, at that time it was in Filipino-Spanish. Secretary Manalo from Foreign Affairs organized last year in San Agustin a beautiful concert on the Filipino music in the Hispanic crowd. And it was beautiful because it was just the same thing that we were doing in Spain at that period. It was beautiful, and there was even una cantata of Zarzuela written by Luzaro
Right.
in the repertoire.
Yes. That used to be the very, very popular theater in the Philippines. But the mayor restored it through the Department of Tourism
And NCCA, NSI, all the national agency at the time. We try to participate and collaborate for them leading the restoration. Now, in our case, there is an adjacent property, a street underutilized. After that, there is what you call Arroceros Park. So, to add shine to our Manila's jewel, the Metropolitan Theatre, what we did is we extended the greeneries of Arroceros Park up to Metropolitan Theatre. And we offered Metropolitan Theatre, we withdrew one street behind the Metropolitan Theatre at the time, during my first term, and made it available as parking space for the guests. Because what they did is they had an access behind the theatre, so if you have a driver going to Metropolitan Theatre, we go to the curbs, send you to the front gate, and the cars can go behind. Because that's the biggest challenge in that area. There is no parking space. So we created space, we had an open green space. Now it's a full block development. We're flashing because the smell of because of decay and I don't know the exact word. I don't want to sound political, but it's that call a spade is spade.
Requires improvement.
Yeah, that's why we wanted.
No, because I read that Manila is the most densely populated municipality in Metro Manila. No?
Because we are small, geographically small, but dense.
Yeah, this is always difficult to manage.
And that's one of our biggest challenges. The housing challenge. Because we have still a lot of fellow Manileños who don't have houses. So our direction is to really continue to go on with our in-city vertical housing. Elevate household Manila, while it is old, there's a lot of story to tell, but we wanted to make it pleasant at the very least for our people and those people who come in and out of the city. Then, second, keep the peace and order situation that we and we go down with our other social services. So, what we're doing right now for the past 2 weeks. Because when I assume there's tons, I think you saw it already in the news. There are tons of garbage everywhere in the city. We are now, in less than 2 weeks, we are now normalizing the collection, proper collection, timely collection of garbage in the city. Hopefully, we'll be successful in the coming days. But so far today, it's starting to normalize. Of course, in other places, building other places, the obstructions, really trying to surgically address those things.
I imagine that Manila is part of these, one of these initiatives of cities like smart cities or, yeah, no?
We used to receive recognition here and abroad of our initiatives. In fact, our housing in city vertical housing program, our e-boss, the electronic transaction in the city. We were recognized all over the world, and those organizations, the Chamber of Commerce, ALTA, DTI, FFCCI, even Bloomberg.
We were finalists.
We were finalists in the world.
So if you localize any initiative in Spain or know-how or something that you would be interested in, we'll be more than
I think
happy to help. Pedro is in the commercial office.
you can bring, we can revive all our heritage, our history.
Well, we are doing what we can with the administration of Intramuros.
You should see Borjan Chaco, Your Excellency.
Oh, wow.
I was.
No, I come 2-3 times a month. I come to Instituto Cervantes
Oh.
in Intramuros.
In Intramuros.
No, yeah.
The Borjan Chaco area, I was like, wow. You're like back in time.
And so precisely that takes you one concrete thing that I wanted to propose you, because we have Legazpi has a tomb in San Agustin, or in the cathedral, sorry.
Oh, si, Governor
He was the founder of Manila.
Yes.
And so we normally make an homage in December because it's the day of the armed force and we celebrate it there. But there is a 24th of June, which is the day where Manila was founded. So we will be more than glad that participate with you if you're planning to do something special next 24th of June. And there is also a beautiful occasion because there is a big Spanish frigate called Mendez Núñez. Was another admiral, Spanish admiral, the name of this person. And he's arriving to Manila 11, 12, 13, and 14th of August. And so I am just proposing to the commandant some activities in Manila. And so, of course, one of them is to go to Intramuros. So we'll make the Centro de Turismo, San Agustín en la Catedral. And in the cathedral, we can, the crew of the ship could put some flowers in the tomb, and we will be delighted if you wanted to participate.
Every year we give proper respect to Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. The city, the municipality, and the city government gives proper respect and recognition to Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. We sit down in our activities. Rest assured that we will never forget who we are in the past. I am Dumagoso. And he's Sarka. No, it's teasing you.
We can receive the blue here in the City Hall.
But they have a lot of activities. I want to take them to Intramuros, and so I thought about this itinerary. Then there is the new Museum del Galeón that they have to visit too, and we have some kind of and for Santiago I wanted to see. But then
They should.
they are the Armada, no? And the Armada suffered defeat against the Americans in Cavite in 1898, and so we also have to go there to pay respect to the dead Navy officers that died in this battle. So they have a very busy schedule, but I think it will be very nice to
We'll be happy to
make these
participate.
visits, and we'll be very happy to count on you as mayor of Manila.
Pwede naman tayo.
Yeah.
Magdala tayo.
Yes, sir.
Participate.
Just let us know when the mayor will
I'll make myself available.
Okay, okay, fantastic.
So thank you very much, Your Excellency, for visiting us and spending time. We're really honored.
I am honored too. It's a real pleasure. A very old and cherished the city of Manila.
I have something for you. I don't know. You know, this is San Sebastian Church and the Quiapo area in the old time.
Okay.
You see the houses?
Yeah, they're very Filipinos.
Filipino Spanish houses, we call it in the old days.
And there is something is that this is completely original of the Philippines. Because
Yes.
during Mexico, during Spain, you have exactly this kind of architecture. It's really, really defines the country. Thank you very much.
And of course, and this is the most important part, we want you to feel welcome always 24/7. You can open the city because now this is the key to the city.
Excellent. So it's,
Yeah.
the door in for Santiago, no?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Let me.
I also brought you, I love to give olive oil as a piece of gratitude.
Ah, it's good for my bread. Thank you.
And this one is a special edition dedicated to Fernando Fogel, which is Fernando Fogel,
Yeah.
the painter. No,
Yeah.
no, brother.